question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. They've got Gary Payton. Miller is out there with Barnes. Then there's Richard Hamilton, and it's Unseld in at the 5 down low. Brown's shot is good.
We just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Miller outside. Payton outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Miller, the pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. Payton in the corner. Hits it from three-point range.
And how about the anticipation and imagination there from Unseld? Sees the play developing and delivers the pass on time and on target.
Here's Collins, and finish off by Collins.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Payton finds Miller. And here is Barnes. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Now, here is Miller. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Here's Hunter. Buries it down low.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Sinks the triple.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Hamilton the pass to Unseld, and it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Unseld. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 6 to shoot. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these Unseld jams. There's just so much power to his game.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And King subbed in for Miller.
The defender didn't block that dunk, but he changed it, and that's as good as a block.
Brown inside the line and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so Payton will bring it up for Toronto. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Here's Young after Rip Hamilton scored to the right side. And stolen by Hamilton. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Atlanta, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, there's the Raptors. They're 5 spots away.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Here's Young, following the basket by Gary Payton. Here's Reeves. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Payton with it. Guarded by Hunter. And he gets it to go. Payton's got 7 points in the game.
A huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Passes it to Hunter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Sanders checked in for the Raptors. Vassell comes in for Hamilton. We hear players talk about these being, Steve, the dog days of the season. Did you have a harder time in certain parts of the year more than others?
The only time, Kevin, for me was my rookie season. I hit that rookie wall and I could feel it. But other than that, most of the time, I was playing on teams that was going to make the playoffs, so it was always exciting to me. Everything is within Trae Young's range.
Vassell with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And so here's Toronto after the basket by Atlanta. And the basket is good. He's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Here's Reeves. There's the killer two-handed slam.
In terms of playmaking, Trae is as good as they come.
Young against Payton. The teardrop falls in. Payton's got 11 points.
Nice play call by Payton. He sees the defensive layout and knows the pick and roll will open things up.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Hawks on top. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Atlanta.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Baca is out there with Sanders. Then there's Richard Hamilton. Then it's King. It's Rip Hamilton on the way. Shakes him. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And this is really what Hamilton does so well. A premier mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Vassell knows where his bread is buttered. He said, I want to excel at the defensive end. When I was at Florida State, you're not going to play if you don't play defense. That stuck with me. You can't control makes and misses, but you can control what you do on the defensive end. Kevin?
Oh, David, I like that mentality. Good for him. Hey, thanks for that story. The first free throw is good.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off, excels shooting it from mid-range, just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
Miller's checked in for Toronto. Hamilton hits both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Fultz the pass to Murray. Takes it inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Miller kicks to Hamilton. Over Fultz. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Hamilton.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Murray outside. And it's off from three-point range. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. All we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Number 5, the Hawks.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I look for them to continue to attack the rim.
The Raptors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. Fultz the pass to Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Bamba. The Hawks again can't hit. And the Raptors with possession. Trailing by 2, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
Collins dishes to Fultz. Here's Brown. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And some question Brown's jumper coming into the league. Now no one is because of shots like that.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the rock. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Attacking, putting his handprint all over this game. He has that ability from a point guard to jam it home.
Here's Unseld. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Fultz kicks to Brown. Murray the pass to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And the Raptors with some changes. Sanders checked in for Ibaka. And King subbed in for Hamilton. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. King, that's good.
He has the complete game in the paint. King can get plenty of points on the perimeter as well, but inside, that's where he butters his bread.
Miller finds Payton. Just 5 on the clock. Drilled from 11 feet out. Now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
Well, Payton likes to work up close and personal with the basket, but boy, he can stretch it out when he needs to.
Now here's Brown. 7 points in the game. No good on that one. King outside. Pass to Payton. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Unseld. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots. The Hawks leading by 3. Fultz kicks to Collins. Over Payton. Shot by Collins, no good. In Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. There's a screen. Payton dishes to Sanders. Pass to Miller. King outside. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Sanders. And finished off by Sanders.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Fultz nailed from three-point land.
And how about the quick-fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Miller. Fultz kicks to Collins. Brown right side. King with the steal. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Barnes comes in for Sanders. And Hamilton subbed in for King.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
He's got the height advantage in that matchup, and he's going to look to exploit it.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Beautiful play by DeJounte Murray. What contest?
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half.
Well, we know how pivotal three-point shooting has become in this league, and we're seeing it again tonight. They're firing lasers and doing damage.
Yeah, they're spacing the court and finding open shots. Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about All-Star voting.
All-Star voting this early is just a popularity contest. Guys who are well-known and guys who are good with social media.
All of that is true, Shaq.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game so far from Gary Payton.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Jaylen Brown. Markelle Fultz out there with Murray. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Collins in at the 4 spot. Miller against Holmgren. The kick out to Barnes. Hamilton the pass to Miller. There's the screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Unseld, and he comes up with the deuce. Unseld's got the first bucket of the third here for Toronto.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Here's Payton after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. And the basket by Unseld.
And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
Young pass to Reeves. Murray outside. Johnson in the corner. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Not bad defense, but you give him an inch and he'll bury you.
Down low. Out to Payton. All sorts of time. Nice jump shot. Good. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
Now here's Payton. 18 points for him. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
Raptors have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. Both free throws good for Miller. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Young. Plays it up and banks it in. Young's got 5 now.
Lots of contact on Trae Young, but he battles right through it.
To the paint, here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. Hunter's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Now here's Barnes. Shot on the wing. No good from Hamilton. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Hamilton. And slam dunk by Johnson.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Kings checked in for Miller. Murray finds Holmgren. Back to Murray. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. You take a look at Hunter, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, DeJounte Murray. He shows up in that same conversation. Another guy who can get a lot of points, top 5.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And that one's good, Barnes.
The paint is where Barnes is most dangerous. He attacks without hesitation.
Johnson outside. Here's Murray. Atlanta again missing.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. Young comes in for Peyton.
For the Raptors, Serge Ibaka, Nick Young.
1:11 left to play here in the third. Young against Murray. It's tipped. The pass to Hunter. There's the triple. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night. The feed to Hamilton. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this one, they get...
Oh! Yes! Yes!
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Murray. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself.
Chalk up another incredible sequence for Trae Young. He can literally do it all.
Ibaka with the screen on Murray. And here's Young from the arc. And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So for Toronto right now, we've got Sanders. Young is out there with Payton. Then it's King. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Sunday, we're taking on Clint Capella and the New York Knicks. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now, here is Young. Hunter kicks to Murray. Passes it to Young. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his fourth assist in this one.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Heat and block. That one goes careening off the glass. On its way from Young for two, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 8. Over Murray. Young, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's John.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Murray dishes to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, nice slam by Holmgren. Love seeing him finish with force like that.
Toronto calls timeout. One of the great stories here, Big Dog getting it done today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
And Toronto making a change here. Barnes is checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listened. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. A 12-point game. Barnes outside. To halt the run, hits the three-point bomb.
I like the focus from Scotty Barnes. He nailed that three.
Young pass to Holmgren. Murray outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. Here's Payton trying to get open as Ibaka. Sweet little floater. Payton's got 22 points.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's Barnes. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Yeah, easy call.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Here's Young after the Raptors pick up 2. Here's Johnson. Yep, right through the net. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Great open look there. And now a 12-point Atlanta lead.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Young pass to Hunter. Oh,
Did you see that? Great use of the pick. Young saw the hole in the D and fed his man.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 12. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Payton. Teardrop shot, and it's in there. Payton's got 24. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. To the left side wing. Now here's Holmgren from the arc.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it's time for an injury report. An update on Brandon Miller now from Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David, what's the word?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer, and the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. There's lots of heavy heads in that training room right now. They have no idea when he'll be able to return, but it's certainly not tonight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
I mean, a devastating blow, to say the least.
And here is Johnson, following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Johnson finds Murray. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And it's good for two.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
The kick out to Young. Another three for Atlanta.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Dog.
Tengo la Ronnie, el Lambo